Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Beth, and my channel is dedicated to victims of relationship fraud, also known as romance scams. These involve no romance, actually. They are crimes, not scams, and they are criminals, not scammers. Today, I wanted to talk about joining SCARS. Um, as a victim, this is where you need to go. Um, SCARS is the worldwide leader in this space. They have been helping victims for over 11 years. I think they've helped 12,000 victims through their programs and educated tons and tons more through their website and efforts and so forth. So um, the group is safe. It's the safe place for you. And some people have mentioned that, the getting into SCARS is hard. I don't know if hard is the right word, but it does take some effort to fill out the form. And the reason that they do this is to protect the victims in their support groups from criminals getting in. So it's like Fort Knox. They're gonna find out who you are and make sure you're not a criminal before you get in. So, it's for your own benefit. They're just looking out for victims and the integrity of SCARS, because criminals are trying to get in every day, as they are always everywhere. So, that's why it's a little more effort to get in. They do that for a reason, and it's a very and very, very grateful for it. As I've been in their groups for over 2.5 years now. So I wanted to show the form real quick and share it with you. Basically, this is againstscams.org. And then if you come here, important new information, this is where we are right now. You can find this form to join. Okay. So it's going to ask for regular information, name, first name, last name, your date of birth, and asking who you are and why you want to join. They're going to want to know things like your Facebook profile. This is very important, particularly because of criminals, but they have to know who you are. So, unfortunately, criminals have muddied the waters of social media. So, um, it tells you right here how to find the link to your Facebook. Um, and then, if you have a LinkedIn, if you don't, then, you don't have to provide that because not everybody has a LinkedIn. I get that. Um, Reddit profile. I don't even have a Reddit profile. I don't know much about Reddit. Email, and all of the rest of these questions are very important. This is also the form for friends and family of a victim to join as well in their efforts to help the victim and help themselves understand what's happened in their world with the person that they love and care about. So basically, you just go through and fill out this form, and then it usually takes them, a few days to go through everything. And you know, somebody had mentioned some sort of, I can't remember what it is now, but some sort of something they read here about legal. This is because SCARS is a 503c. They're a legitimate, large organization. Um, so they have all the legalese here. There's no charge to victims ever. No charge. There's nothing to worry about with all of that. They just have to legally cover themselves, in case somebody, I can't even I can't even imagine why, but anyways. So don't let any of that worry you. Just sign up and wait for them to get with you so you can get in the groups and get help. If you're someone who has, especially if you're someone who has received money from anyone, from criminals. Um, if you're someone who owes money, say you've borrowed money, um, in order to satisfy the criminal's requests, then there are things that you can do and steps you can take to protect yourself. The very first thing you need to do is establish yourself as the victim that you are. That happens when you file a police report. So, and this is very, very important also for getting it right in your mind and acceptance that you are a victim of a crime, that it was not real and they were manipulating your mind. It's breaking that chain. It's what it feels like because it is addictive because of the changes in your brain that happen over the course of this crime when they're manipulating you day and night. There are changes that happen in your brain, and a lot of it has to do with addiction. At least for me, that's how it felt. I remember when the lie came that was the final straw in mine. Um, and even though, like, when I decided I'm changing my phone number because I knew that was going to be it, right? Although they did try to reach out via email, and I think even Facebook once, but I'm not a real big Facebook user. Um, but yeah, it felt like breaking a chain. It felt like I was being released. And of course your thoughts, like mine was 16 months. So it's all I thought about and it consumed my every minute of my life for 16 months. And that's hard to break from. It really is. You're like you're lost. You know, for me, I had sold my business of 10 years, um, 8 months earlier from when mine ended. So during those 8 months, from when I sold my business and they took the money from me, and whenever it ended, I would keep myself busy with stuff because I was used to working all the time. And so I was constantly just trying to find little things to keep myself busy. But my main breathing moments were about this the crime, the criminal, and the steps that were the things that were happening, leading to us eventually us getting together. The big plan. Um, and it is a roller coaster from hell. um, Going through that. So when when it ended and I was fortunate to find scars really quickly. I think I found it on Google, because I had bad experiences, a couple of them with the anti-scam kind of, support groups. They're not support groups. Their focus is to waller in hate and anger and scam baiting, and that is absolutely the last thing a victim needs psychologically. So I found scars and I got involved, and I actually had to humble myself to accept the help. Um, and I am so glad I did. But what I did is all of the information that they have, all the education, videos, and articles, weekly Zoom meetings with our group, which is a small group, but that was just I didn't miss a weekly Zoom call for 2 years. I was there every single Wednesday for that call because it was literally life-saving for me. And then, of course, the group, Facebook, now they also have a WhatsApp group, so that victims can connect and support each other. So it's extremely important. If you're a victim or you think you're a victim, please join SCARS and at least give it a try. It's free. You have nothing to lose. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say is I dove into SCARS. That's what I replaced. All the time that I was spending with the criminal, I replaced that in SCARS with learning about what happened and getting support and putting my energy and focus in recovering. And it paid off really, really well for me. And I see others that do the same thing, and it it's great. That's all I can say. And now I have seen victims come through who resisted help. Um, I've seen victims that we've lost because, they couldn't take it anymore. They unalived themselves, and that's extremely hard to see that happen to somebody. So, don't want that to happen to any of you. So please seek the help and accept it and understand that it's a hard road. Recovery is hard. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's for sure. um, and maybe my phone number thing will help some of you. I have gotten a few emails. I can't. I'm sure I've missed a couple, and I'm so sorry if I did. That's why I'm cutting it off for now. I'll try something else. Maybe I'll go back to it, but it's a matter of time. Um, my time and how much time I have to put out there. So that's gonna be it for today. So I thank you so much for watching, and please, as always, like and subscribe, and that helps my channel reach more people. And also, please share because you never know who might need this. With 60 million victims in the USA, trust me, they're around you, and you know some. And most of them are dealing with this in silence. And that is brutal. It is absolutely brutal. Uh, but that's just the way it is. So please share it because you just never know who might need it. Thank you. Take care and see you soon.